This one AI agent has resulted in 90% of profit for our AI agency. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this AI agent works, how you can set it up for your own business and your own clients. And I'm even going to create a campaign of my own so you can see exactly how we do it. You ready? Let's get into it. I have visualized the system. It might look a bit complicated, but after me showing this to you, you're gonna know exactly how it works. Most companies, they run some kind of marketing. This could be ads or pay-per-click, so either on Facebook or on Google. It could also be door knocking. They could buy long lead lists from lead vendors, or they could also get leads from referrals. But the way it works is that they get the name and phone number of interested prospects through these marketing channels. What then happens is that they have some kind of internal sales system. Usually it looks like this, where they call them up and they say, hey, I see you signed up on our ad and you're interested in solar. And they basically just qualify them on that phone call. And if the lead is interested and they're qualified, then they send them to a closer team as an appointment, and then it turns into sales. But what will happen with most leads is that they are either not going to pick up their phone or they're not going to be interested at the moment, which means that they end up right here as old and dead leads in a lead database where they're doing absolutely nothing with them. And the reason for that is that it used to be way too expensive to call these old leads because the interest level is low, which means that if you needed to hire someone to call all of those leads, it would be very, very expensive. And the return on investment wouldn't be there, or that's at least before AI became this good. Because we can add a system to their already existing system, which is a reactivation agent. What will happen is that this agent will reach out to all of these old and dead leads way cheaper than any human ever could do it. It will then start personalized AI conversations with every single lead in their database, and it'll book in the 1% that is interested. And you might think, well, 1%, that's almost nothing. But let's do the math. If they have 10,000 old lead records that they couldn't convert, and we convert 1% of that into an appointment, that means that we are booking 100 appointments. Depending on the industry, we can charge anywhere from $20 to $50 per appointment. And that means that we're making between $2,000 and $5,000 from a single campaign from one client. And that's only 10,000 leads. We have worked with companies that have hundreds of thousands and millions of leads. And you can see how quickly that stacks up. This right here is one of our AI reactivation clients. You can see they've made us in commission, paid to us $93,000. And that's from a couple of reactivation campaigns on their aged leads. So this really adds up when you find those good companies. Now you know how it works. Let me show you exactly how to build it. All we do is that we just click create agent, and for now we're going to use one of the templates that comes with Build My Agent. We're going to use the Google Calendar agent that has access to Gmail and Google Calendar. And I'm just going to click build agent, but we are actually not going to use those tools. I'm going to delete the Gmail and the Google Calendar agent. I wanted to use this template because we have a pretty good initial prompt like this. For now, I'm actually going to delete the company FAQ, and then I'm just going to write use your knowledge base for company information. And I'm going to click save changes. Then in the agent builder, I can write, please add a knowledge base file. Upload like this. And now it will add a knowledge base into our agent. There we go. Let me show you something really cool. We can then go inside of import website, and we can go to our client's website. Right now, I'm just setting it up for a previous client of mine. If I click import website and I import the website URL like this, I can then click add another URL, and you can see this takes this entire page. You can then go and handpick the pages that you want. I think an about us page would probably be a really good thing to add. Same with a reviews and rewards. There's probably some testimonials in there, which is good. I can go to the product page and I can take the panels that they have, so our agent get that information too. And I can see they also have batteries, so let's include that too. And solar inverters, we're just gonna add a lot of information that our agent then has access to. And then a page like this, how solar works, is probably also pretty good to add to the agent. So now we have all of those URLs. I can just click import. That's gonna import all of that information from those websites that we can then place inside of a PDF like this one that we can then upload to the agent. Awesome. Now the agent can use RAG to look through all of those information, and now has this information inside of its knowledge base. I'm going to click the main agent right here, and I'm going to choose a better model. Grok 4 Fast is actually a surprisingly good model, and it's a very, very cheap. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to click save changes. Now if we ask it what panels do you have? It's going to look through its knowledge base and it's going to find that information that we just took from their website and provide it to us. This is a really good response. You can also see how's the car looking. Right now, this prompt is made for car detailing, but we of course want to change it to what our client works with. To do that, I'm going to go inside of this side right here and I'm going to write, please update my prompt from car detailing to solar. Now the agent builder will just update our prompt for us, so we don't need to do it ourselves. And it gives this overview of exactly what it changed. You can see car detailing now changed for solar company, and it also changed our question flow, which is nice. I then click apply. Awesome. We have a lot in this prompt right here, which is tool calling. So we still need to make some more changes. This question flow, how's the energy bill looking? Think about going green or just saving some cash. It's a decent question, but I want to improve it. Instead, I'm going to be, how much are you paying for electricity? Does it feel like bill has gone up lately? A quick tip to use, always ask a question initially that makes the client, the customer, mention some pain. For example, this question right here, when they say, yeah, I feel like my bill has gone up lately, they mention it themselves. And therefore, when you position solar, it makes it an easier sell. Then we have what mornings, afternoons usually work best for a quick call. We don't need to ask for the name, email, and phone number because we're going to be using a calendar link. We don't need to find this availability here yet. So as question number 3, we're going to insert a calendar link. And all of this tool calling we just remove. I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible because this is really all you need to start. Now we need to insert the client's calendar link. What I recommend that you instruct your client in doing is creating a new calendar link that goes into the same calendar, but it's a different calendar so you can track exactly how many appointments came from you. So the way you would do that is that you would take one of their existing calendar events. If they're using another calendar booking software like cal.com, go high level, you can do the exact same thing. For now, I'm going to show it in Calendly, but it's the same process really in any appointment booking software. You create a new calendar like this one. So I duplicate that one. I'm going to call it 60-minute private call. And I'm going to keep all of the other settings exactly the same. So the availability, everything. I'm going to save those changes. Now I'm going to turn it on. But something that's important that you do is that you add an internal note. Booked by Shiny AI. So you write an internal note on this so people can see, okay, this is the calendar that you are booking appointments through. And all we need to do now is just copy this link and insert it into our prompt. You can find a morning/afternoon time in my calendar here. Let me know if you can find the time. There we go. This question flow is really strong because the first question is that we get them to mention some pain. Second question is a very soft sell on an appointment. It's would mornings, afternoons usually work best for a quick call. It's not do you want to book a call or do you not want to book a call. It's would mornings, afternoons usually work best. They don't really commit yet, but it's a really good transition into actually sending the link. And then it sends this right here. So I save those changes and then try and go through the question flow. So yeah, what's up? They might ask, not much, just chatting about ways to cut those power bills with solar. How much are you paying for electricity? Does it feel like the bill has gone up lately? Yeah, it almost doubled. That sucks. Bill doubling is no fun. Solar can really help slash those costs, especially with the rebates out there right now. But mornings, afternoons usually work best. Mornings. Got it, mornings it is. You can find a morning time in my calendar here. Let me know if you can find the time. And then it sends the calendar link. It will not display the link as clickable yet, but when you send this on an SMS, then it will always be clickable. So you can see if they go to this link right here, it takes them to the calendar. Awesome. So now our agent can book appointments via a calendar link. You saw that we deleted Google Calendar and Gmail in the start. You can make that work if you want to, but let me compare the two options. So on one side, you're using Calendar link. The second side, you're booking appointments directly in the conversation. What will happen if you book them inside the conversation is that they will not be as qualified or as high intent. So what you can do is that you can use something like a calendar link, and then you can often charge a little more because it's higher intent leads. Those other leads will often not be as good because sometimes you're gonna get some people that just say, yeah, book me in, but they don't actually want an appointment. So when you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend that you use a calendar link. Awesome. I really like this flow. I like how it responds. I think this is a really good agent. So let's deploy it, shall we? What you usually want to do is that you want to show this to the client so they know exactly what's going on and what it is that you're actually doing. So the way you can do that is that you can head inside of the demo section. You can create a new demo. And then you can choose the SMS chat. We can call this SMS demo. And then we choose the agent that we just created, which is the top one. And we create a demo. There we go. I can then change the colors if I want to. I want light mode and dark mode. That doesn't really matter when it's on SMS. I think people get the point. But what's really good to do is that you can change this welcome message. This is an example of a text that you can send out, which is really good. Just remember to save it in the top right corner. You basically just want to show the client what it is that you're actually doing. And for that, the demo feature is really good. If I click view live, then they get a demo of exactly what it will look like. And then they can test it by saying, yeah, I was thinking about it. And then they can see exactly how the AI behaves. Hey Albert, great to hear your thing about solar with that new QLD rebate. It's a solid time to look into it. Could save even more upfront. How much are you paying for electricity right now? Does it feel like the bill has gone up lately? Yeah, it has been going up a lot. This is the exact same flow as before, but now we can show it to the client on a call. And that way they know exactly what it is that you're doing. So this is just the demo. So after you have built it and after you have showed it to the client, now it's time to launch. And to do that, we head into the launch section. We click create. We call our sub account for Nectar Solar, our client name, and then we create the sub account. And now we can click in on it. This is going to open a closed environment where we can give the client access so they can follow the conversations with their leads. We can do this by heading into team and then by clicking invite member and then click send invite. And now you can see it's pending because then the client can go in and accept this invite and now they have access to the sub account again. We can even go into settings and we can change the appearance of the sub account. So I can make the colors orange, for example. Click save sub account theme. And now you can see we have dark mode and an orange color. I can even go in, I can copy the image address and then I can insert it in the logo URL field right here. Click save changes. And now you can see the logo is in the top left corner right here. But let's actually launch the campaign. The way we do that is that we click add agent and then we call it SMS agent and click continue. We can then choose where we want to deploy it. We want to choose SMS because we want our AI agent to reactivate all of the leads on SMS, and we click continue. And then we select an AI build. So we select the top one. This was the one that we just created. And I click create agent. There we go. Now in the left hand side you can see that an SMS agent has been added. And in the top right corner we can switch between the conversations. You can see there's of course no conversations yet. So we want to start a campaign. The way we do that is that we head into campaigns right here and then I click new campaign. This is usually where you would have to set up some very advanced flows. But for now we've done all of the hard work for you. So we can literally just select the agent that we want to be using, and then we select the campaign title. This could be old lead reactivation. Inside of the active volume and active hours, we're going to set it to 400 contacts. I'm going to start the sending from 9 to 5, and I'm going to set the time zone to Sydney time zone because that's where my client is located in. Let's save the settings. Then I'm going to add an initial message. Then I'm going to take the exact same message that we used for the initial sending. I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm going to say hi and then insert the first name because I want to insert a custom field here with the first name. So I'm going to have my cursor where I want to insert the custom field, and then I click that. So now we have hey first name as a custom field. Wanted to call you but didn't want to disturb you without texting first. That, by the way, is a really good message text to have. We recently got a new rebate in Queensland for an additional $500 off. Still looking to cut your bills with solar. That I think is a good message. And then you also want to include opt-out language. So right under here I'm gonna write, if you don't want to receive my texts, respond with end. Like that. We recently got a new rebate in Queensland for an additional $500 off. I'm still looking to cut your bills with solar. That's a really good initial message. Then we can add a follow-up message on top of that. And that's just going to be, hey, first name, did you receive my text? And we're going to add another follow-up. We want to add something around 2 follow-up messages. You want to keep in mind that it's charging on SMS cost every time you send out a message. So I found 2 to be the most cost effective. Another really good follow-up messages you can write is, my phone is bugging me. Not sure if my messages going through. Something like that. Remember to set the delay minutes as well. For now, it's set to 1 day or 1400 minutes, which is good. So it's going to send out an initial message and then it's going to send 2 follow-up messages the next day and the next day again. I like that, so I'm just going to click Save Settings. For a realistic delay, this is basically how long we want the AI to take before it starts its response. This is really good. If you make it instant, then it's not going to look realistic as a person writing. So I'm going to set this to 30 seconds and click Save Settings. And then for the phone number settings, you're going to need to create a Twilio account and get this Twilio account SID, Twilio auth token, and a Twilio phone number. I'm going to show you how to set that up now. You go to twilio.com and you click right top corner right here, start for free. If you already have an account, you can just click login, but I'll show you exactly how to create a new account as well and how to get set up. So I just fill in this information, then I verify my email, and then you verify your phone number, and then you just fill out this information. Awesome. Now we are on the dashboard. I already have $15 in credits. Every new account gets this, but we still need to upgrade to make sure that our account works properly. And the way we do that is that we go through this verification process right here. So you click upgrade and it takes you to this page. And here you need to verify your profile. And the reason they ask for this is because they don't want people to just spam out SMS. So they actually take a passport or a driver's license to make sure to verify that it's actually you signing up to prevent against spam and fraud. So just go through this process. After you have sent your ID, it can take a bit to get verified. I think it says like 2 to 3 days, but in reality, it rarely takes that long. It might take a few hours, but for me, it took minutes right here. And then you'll come to this page right here. And it's important that when you fill out this business information right here, that you use the client's information. And for the point of contact, it's also important that you use the authenticated person inside of that company that you have gotten from your onboarding survey, the information that was in that docs previously. After you have added $20 and verified your entire profile, this includes going through with your passport to verify your identity, and then signing up with the business information of your client, then you'll be at this page right here. And this means that we have now upgraded our account. So if I refresh this upgrade right here should disappear. Exactly. You can see now it doesn't say the upgrade. So I just go back. And now we can sign up for our A2P registration. And you want to do this with the business information of your client because you are sending SMS on behalf of them. So all I do is that I go to phone numbers, I go to active numbers right here, and I choose just this number right here that we have been given from our trial account. And then you can see here, A2P registration is required for US messaging. So I click this right here that says initiate A2P registration. Just like that, you can see it says it's the incomplete registration, so we need to sign up. And the way we do that is that we go inside of brands right here. And here we need to register a brand. And we will use the business information that we filled in before, which was from the client that we have gotten. Is the business entity you're registering located in the US or Canada? It is, but we can go through this data right here. So I just write yes. Does the business you're registering have a tax ID? It does. And I click continue like this. Then I click on review and submit, and I can see that all of the data that I've inserted from my client and the authorized representative, I'll update this. The authorized representative needs to be the person that has allowed you to do this in the company, so I'll fill in this information right quick. It's fine that the notification settings are still going to you. And then I click the confirm button right here and I click save and continue. It will charge $4 to verify the brand. It's a private company. We'll take the low volume standard brand and we'll allow sharing for current sub accounts if in the future we want multiple sub accounts. And then I click this agree right here and I click register. Nice. Now it is verifying the brand and I'll be back after that is done. Awesome. Now our brand is registered. All I do is that I just click continue here and I click continue again. And for this information, for the campaign, we choose the low volume mixed right here. We create a new messaging service. And for this information right here, I actually made a docs for you Just like the other docs, I'll link this at the bottom of this video, and here you actually have a template of what is good to insert when you send it in. For the campaign description, I write the company name, and I also insert their privacy policy. And I click create, and I click confirm. And now it says your A2P campaign has been submitted and is now under review. This can take anywhere from 1 to 5 days, it varies a bit. Twilio can be a bit of a pain, but it's just something you gotta learn, and then it's not that bad after all. What we usually do is that we get all the information we need from our clients that we need for the registrations. Then we send that in, and while that's being approved, that's when we build the agent. That way we can optimize our time. When you bought a local phone number, you copy this, and then you go back into Build My Agent and make sure that you format it correctly, exactly like this. Then you go to your account dashboard to get your account SID and your auth token, like that. And then we click Save Settings and Create Campaign. Cool. And then we're gonna add the CSV file by importing our lead list that we got from our client. We're gonna map name to name, phone to phone, first name to first name, and I'm going to upload the contacts. There we go. Click done. And now we have a campaign with 16 contacts in it. And all we have to do now is just click start campaign. And now our SMS will go out to all of these leads. And after they respond, our AI agent will pick up on those conversations. So I click start campaign, and now it will start running. When it starts to send out the SMS, we'll be able to see it inside of our conversations tab. You can see there's no messages yet, but as soon as it starts sending out, you will see the messages show up here. And that's how you do it. That's how you create an agent inside of Build My Agent, and how you start an SMS campaign that starts sending out SMS to all of the leads in a database. If you have any questions about this, then make sure to leave a comment below or leave it inside of our school groups and we can help you out. You can join that in the description. This AI system has made us so much money. It's what allowed us to travel. So don't miss out on this opportunity. You got this. I'm rooting for you.